The stage is set between the Mavericks and the Utah Jazz. We'll have a Luka Doncic injury update, plus take a look at this entire series preview. But who you got in this first round matchup? Type DAL for the Dallas Mavericks, type UTA for the Utah Jazz. Should be a fun best-of-7 series starting on Saturday. Get your votes in, and we'll break down this matchup. Welcome into Dallas Mavericks Today. I am your host, Harrison Graham, and we are going to break down this Mavericks vs. Jazz series preview, both on our Mavericks channel and on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel as well. The stage is set between Dallas and Utah. Game 1 Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern time in Dallas, as they are the 4 seed. The Utah Jazz are the 5 seed. And this is a matchup that, has really been anticipated for the past couple of months. This has been a collision course waiting to happen. Dallas, of course, tried to make that push to get that 3 seed in the West, but Golden State was able to win their final 5 games and hold them off. So Dallas settles in for the 4-5 matchup in the Western Conference, and obviously having to go up against Utah, the dynamic duo of Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. Those are the guys you have to worry about. Mitchell for mostly his offensive game, Gobert for his defense and his rebounding. He's been a tough matchup for Dallas, and I would expect that to continue. But these are the 2 guys that make things go for Utah. Mitchell averaging 26 a game and shooting 45% from the floor. Rudy Gobert is a walking double-double at 15 and 15. He also blocks shots as well. These are the 2 guys you got to slow down if you are Dallas. But they go deeper than that. They got 3 other guys who average more than 13 points per game. Bojan Bogdanovic is a guy that could drop 30 on any given night as an elite marksman from the outside. Jordan Clarkson, 6th Man of the Year last year, giving him 16 points off the bench. Mike Conley, almost 14 points per game as well. Crafty veteran who's played in a lot of big playoff games and series going back to his time with the Memphis Grizzlies. I think you look at this matchup, and I think defense is going to win this series. 2 of the better defensive teams in the NBA. Utah's been that for years. Dallas has ramped that up this year with head coach Jason Kidd. And you're going to have to win games in the low hundreds, I think, in this series. I don't think there will be a lot of games that are 125 to 120. Now, both teams are capable of scoring. Obviously, with Luka Doncic, who we'll discuss in a little bit, is able to score with the best of them. But these are teams built to win defensively, and as we know in the playoffs, the defense ramps up. Who's your bigger concern for the Mavericks to try and slow down, to try and contain? Type 45 for Donovan Mitchell, his number. Type 27 for Rudy Gobert. I think it might actually be Gobert with how active he is on the glass, and with Dallas's front court being somewhat limited. Dwight Powell's obviously played great as of late. Let us know, 45 for Mitchell or 27 for Rudy Gobert. Make sure you guys subscribe to Dallas Mavericks Today. We'll have the latest news and rumors, and of course, Luka Doncic injury watch as we get closer to Game 1, but we'll have you covered throughout the playoffs as well. YouTube.com/MavsTV. Hit that subscribe button for some more Dallas Mavericks videos. So you got the Jazz in the first round of the playoffs, and last night on Tuesday we got the full 7-game schedule. It is out, so let's go ahead and break that down. Game 1 Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern at the American Airlines Center. The logos indicate who the home team is. Game 2, quick turnaround Monday night. Kind of a day and a half since it is a night game, but Mavs fans were hopeful to get a Tuesday night game for Game 2 in case Luka does miss Game 1. That did not work out in their favor. Extra day off before Game 3 when you head to Utah for that Thursday night tilt at 9 o'clock Eastern. Then that's the fastest turnaround. Saturday afternoon after a late start on Thursday night. The NBA schedule makers did not help out the Mavs as they are trying to manage Luka Doncic and his health. Games 5 through 7, if necessary, of course, because the first of 4 wins. Game 5, Monday, April 25th. We don't have times for these yet because we don't know how long this series will go. Thursday would be Game 6 back in Utah. And then if it's a Game 7, 7-game series, that would be back Saturday, April 30th in Dallas. Before we continue with this Jazz vs. Mavs preview, we actually have 6 different team-based YouTube channels here at Chat Sports, and as those continue to grow, we can add more team channels. Lakers Report leading the way at 42,192 subscribers. Go subscribe at youtube.com/LakersTV. If you're a part of Dub Nation, Help us reach 30,000 subscribers. YouTube.com/WarriorsTV. Mavericks fans, a lot of you guys watching this video, we just crossed 16,000 subs on our Mavs channel. Go help us grow over there, YouTube.com/MavsTV. Our Celtics only channel can be found at YouTube.com/CelticsTV. 76ers now closing in on 6,000 subs. YouTube.com/76erstv. And then New York Knicks now just behind our Sixers channel at youtube.com/KnicksTV. If you're a fan of any of these teams, go check out those channels here by Chat Sports. This series is simply going to come down to Luka Doncic and his playing status. That's it. I mean, that is what this is going to come down to, is if he can be healthy, and how healthy is he, and can he play at the level that the Mavs are used to him playing at. During the season this year against the Jazz, he owned them. 30 points, 11 boards, 8 assists per game, almost 45% from three. Like, if he's healthy and he's going, the Mavs should win this series. But the calf strain throws a wrench into this thing. It just does. Mavs PR tweeted this out on Tuesday, but we also know that the Mavs don't have to give Luka an official injury designation until Friday. Here's what they said yesterday. The Mavs announced today that an MRI confirmed a left calf strain for Luka Doncic. Doncic has begun treatment, and there is no timetable for his return. That could mean anything. That could mean he's fine and he's practicing already. That could also mean he's not going to play at all against Utah. I'm guessing it's somewhere in the middle. I think he'll play. I have doubts that he'll play game one. I don't think he'll play in this first game with the Mavs drawing the 1 o'clock game on Saturday. It's too quick of a turnaround. He suffered the calf strain on Sunday. Even grade 1 calf strains typically take 7 to 10 days. Playing game one would be getting back in 5.5, 6 days. Sure, you could, but calves are, kind of interconnected to the Achilles. That's not an injury you want to rush. So, I think probably best case scenario is going to be he plays game 2 and is close to 100%. If he plays game 1, I do not expect him to be fully healthy in that matchup, which means welcome Spencer Dinwiddie, who has been terrific since coming over. In 7 games that he started due to Luka missing a couple and Jalen Brunson missing a few games, he's been awesome. 19.4 points per game in those starts, 4.5 assists. He's been a really, really good scorer. He's a guy that can plug in and play as a starter if you need to. He obviously for sure will have a role off the bench, and you'll need him to outplay Jordan Clarkson, but it's looking like he may have to start some games if Luka is out. Now the Mavs, I believe, can survive 1, maybe even games 1 and 2 without Luka. Say you split the first 2 if Luka doesn't play. Sure, you lose home court, but if you get Luka for the final 5 games of the series, I think you could take one in Utah, even though it's been a tough place for Dallas to win. They did not win there this year. I think if you could survive up to 2 games without Luka. Beyond that, you're not going to win the series if he misses more than 2 games. At least I would be surprised if that is the case. You look at what makes the Mavericks go. The leading scorers, Luka, obviously. That's why we're very concerned with his status at over 28 points per game. He just makes it all go, too, with his passing and everything else he does. Jalen Brunson, need a big series out of him. He did not play well in the Clippers series last year. He's got to be that dude this year. Spencer Dinwiddie, who we just talked about. Dorian Finney-Smith has been red hot since the All-Star break. You need him to knock down some shots and, play some defense on Donovan Mitchell and Bojan Bogdanovic, and then Dwight Powell, who's been terrific as of late. I don't expect him to outplay Gobert, but can he hold his own? You're going to need him to, because we don't know how much Maxi Kleber will play. I think he'll be back for this series. Sounds like he will, but he hasn't given you much offensively, so I expect heavy minutes from Dwight Powell. Who needs to step up the most for the Mavs to win this series? I think it's Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie. If Luka is out or limited, you got to get good guard play out of those 2 guys. They got to be able to distribute and make this team go offensively to give you a chance if Luka is out or limited. So game 1, Saturday. Can't wait for it to be here. We'll see if Luka plays in that one. I'm going to say he doesn't play game 1, but hey, we'll have updates if that changes here on the Mavericks channel. Game 1 on Saturday, April 16th. All right, my official prediction, I'll go Mavs in 7, because I think Luka will miss 1, maybe 2 games. If Luka was fully healthy and wasn't going to miss any time, I'd probably take Dallas in 5 or 6. They're trending in a great direction. Utah kind of stumbled to the finish line. I think Dallas is the clear better team right now. But if you don't have Luka, that changes things. It just does. It's going to be tough without him. But assuming he can play at least most of this series, I'll still take Dallas in 7, although it's going to be a challenge. All right, who you got? Let us know in the comments. Type DAL for the Mavs. Type UTA for the Jazz. Should be a good one. Go ahead and get your votes in.